ומכבס לעצבותם, מונה מספר לכוכבים, לכולם שמות יקרא. Healer of the broken-hearted, binder of their wounds, counter of uncountable stars. You know who they are. Healer of the broken-hearted, binder of our wounds, counter of uncountable stars. You know who we are. מכבס לעצבותם, מונה מספר לכוכבים, לכולם שמות יקרא. Yizkor, remember, the top of page 541. Together, this is the hour of memory, and this is our house of comfort. Wounded by loss, we retreat from life. Our synagogue gathers us in. Into this place we bring stories and prayers, unanswered questions, tears that need to be shed, lives recollected and carried within us, moments of courage and laughter and pain. This day embraces them all. This place embraces us all. Now the heart opens in sorrow, for we are time's subjects, and all that we love we must lose. So let us hold fast to the love that remains and cherish the light of the sun. Today, all of us walk the mourner's path. Together, may we find strength. We sing together on page 540 this song of eternal faith and hope. Eli, Eli, shelo yigamer le'olam, ha'chol ve'ayam, rish rosh shel hamayim, berak hashamayim, tfilat ha'adam, ha'chol ve'hayam, rish rosh shel hamayim, the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart. Together on page 545. First day of the year you did not live to see, foothills shrouded lightly in fog, winter rain waiting at the station for the tram that goes where you no longer are. These trees you photographed, why do I see only empty branches? So warm this winter of your death, beneath our chestnut tree, a clump of snowdrops. Cold rain this first day of spring, I discard can after can of old paint, the plaid shirt you never wore. Soft rain high above the path we walked, a woodpecker taps and taps again. Whitman wrote, "Look for me under your boot soles," and I do, and you are. Together on top of page 547. This poem by Yehuda Amichai. Please join me in the Hebrew and then the English. Yom Kippur bli avi uvli imi, ulo Yom Kippur. Mibrakat yededim al roshi, nish'ar rak hara'ad, kmo ra'ad manoa, shalo pasak gam achar motam. Yom Kippur without my father and without my mother is not Yom Kippur. From the blessing of their hands on my head, just the tremor has remained, like the tremor of an engine that didn't stop even after their death. We join together on page 553. Move to the front of the line, a voice says, and suddenly there is nobody left standing between you and the world to take the first blows on their shoulders. This is the place in books where part 1 ends and part 2 begins, and there is no part 3. The slate is wiped, not clean, but like a canvas painted over in white, so that a whole new landscape must be started, bits of old still showing underneath. Those colors sadness lends to a certain hour of evening. Now the line of light at the horizon is the hinge between earth and heaven, only visible a few moments as the sun drops its rested padlock into place. Page 560. Together. I sat down in the middle of the garden and leaned my back against a warm yellow pumpkin. The earth was warm under me, and warm as I crumbled it through my fingers. I kept as still as I could. Nothing happened. I did not expect anything to happen. I was something that lay under the sun and felt it like the pumpkins, and I did not want to be anything more. I was entirely happy. Perhaps we feel like that when we die and become a part of something entire, whether it is sun and air or goodness and knowledge. At any rate, that is happiness, to be dissolved into something that complete and great. When it comes to one, it comes as naturally as sleep. We have our booklets with all of the sacred names of our loved ones inscribed. And I want to invite you now to take some private time to think of them, to hold them, to let them move your hearts as we recite our private Yizkor prayers from pages 570 to 592. Please take some time to sink into the beauty of their lives and the memories that we all hold. You're welcome to rise if it's comfortable.
still water. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever.
Together on the bottom of page 585. If some messenger were to come to us with the offer that death should be overthrown, but with the one inseparable condition that birth should also cease, if the existing generation were given the chance to live forever, but on the clear understanding that never again would there be a child or a youth or first love, never again new persons with new hopes, new ideas, new achievements, ourselves for always and never any others, could the answer be in doubt? When we fear death's decree, let these bring us solace, the memory of loved ones who have gone before us, a vision of generations to come, through whom we reach far into the future, beyond our own lives. Page 598. If it's comfortable to rise, please do. El Malay Rachamim. We call on the source of compassion. El Malay Rachamim. Shochen Bameromim. Hamse Menucha Nechona Tachat Kanfei Ashchina. Aim Kedoshim Utorim Kizohar Haraki Amaziri Lenishmot Yakireno Shalchu Leolamam Ba'al Rahamim Yastirem ושאת כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרו בצרוע החיים את נשמתם. אדוני הוא נחלתם, וינוחו בשלום על משכבם, ונאמר Amen. A poem by Parker Palmer. Everything falls away. Sooner or later, everything falls away. You, the work you've done, your successes, large and small, your failures too. Those moments when you were light alongside the times you became one with the night, the friends, the people you loved, who loved you, those who might have wished you ill, none of this is forever. All of it is soon to go, or going, or long gone. Everything falls away except the thread you've followed, unknowing all along, the thread that strings together all you've been and done, the thread you didn't know you were tracking until, toward the end, you see that the thread is what stays as everything else falls away. Follow that thread as far as you can, and you'll find that it does not end, but weaves into the unimaginable vastness of life. Your life never was the solo turn it seemed to be. It was always part of the great weave of nature and humanity, an immensity we come to know only as we follow our own small threads to the place where they merge with the boundless whole. Each of our threads runs its course, then joins in life together. This magnificent tapestry, this masterpiece in which we live forever. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 606. This affirmation of everlasting life in the face of death as we join all of the names of our loved ones to the great name, page 606. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'oma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'hayechon uv'yomeichon uv'haye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru Yehei shemei rabba mevorach le'olam ul'olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha berichu la'ela u'la'ela mikol birchata v'shirata tush v'hata v'nehemata ta'amiran be'olma v'imru Yehei shalama rabba min shmaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru May the one who makes for peace in the highest places help us bring that peace down here. Bring peace to all Israel. Bring peace to all who dwell on earth. Bring wholeness and comfort to all who mourn. And we say together, Amen. Please be seated. Lamdani, teach me.
Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my days be as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Lamdeni Elohai, baresh ve'itpalel, lamid et siftotai, bracha v'shir halel, lamdeni Elohai, baresh ve'itpalel, lamid et siftotai, bracha v'shir halel. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my days be as the one before, lest routine set my ways. Lamdeni Elohai, baresh ve'itpalel, lamid et siftotai, bracha v'shir halel, lamdeni Elohai, baresh ve'itpalel, lamid et siftotai, bracha v'shir
Zichronam livracha. May their memories always be for a blessing, and may their souls be bound up in the bond of eternal life. And we say together, Amen. May you have a meaningful fast if you're fasting. And Neila is at 6:15 this evening.